Hey guys, you know who it is. I don't need to explain myself every time beginning of a commentary, but if you don't know who I am, my name is James, and welcome to my video. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. It's just a serious thing I actually want to talk about. So some sub messaged me about 1 or 2 days ago. He said, I don't know how old he is, but he said he got into a racial situation. He was being racist. I don't know how old he is, so Gary knows obviously that he's being racist, but he wanted to. He said, "Have I ever been in the same situation, like sort of situation like that?" So I have been. I'll tell you a little story that what happened to me when I was younger. So when I was 5, I used to live in London. Well, I moved out of London when I was 7, but I was 5 at the time, and he said, "No, yeah, sorry, I'm getting mixed up with a different story here." Um, I went to see my friends because they lived a block around from me. I just what to do is walk around the corner and then walk down a little bit, and then there's their road. It's some big long road, by the way. And so obviously I knocked on he's one of the closest friend. Sort of one of those ones you just hang around now and again. He was 11 years old and I was 5, so I obviously didn't hang around with him every single time. Who would want to hang around with a 5-year-old kid if you're 11, eh? But anyway, and so he wanted me to. There was this girl that was half caste, and he wanted me to say to her the N word. And obviously at the time I didn't know what this word meant. I didn't know it was racist or anything like that. But the way he wanted me to say it, he wanted me to say the N word really slowly, and obviously I was like, okay. And then so I did it. I went over there to her and I said it real slow, and so she went off crying. So I'm like, oh crap, like she's crying. And I didn't know her dad or mum at the time, and my friends, the friends were laughing at me. They were like laughing their heads off. Obviously, they knew what the word meant. And then when her dad came out, her dad was some big black guy. I'm not. I'm being serious. Some big massive black guy. He's like muscles and everything. And obviously now I look back at it, it's sort of funny. Like obviously it's not funny. I'm not laughing at the racial part where it's racist. I'm laughing at the bit where the guy. Well, I'll get to that part in a minute. But so I saw him. I was like, oh crap. And then so I legged it back home. But the thing is, I had to take the long way back home because the other way was like the other way is where she lived. So I'd have to run past the house sort of, and obviously they would see me. So because there's lucky enough the road was a straight line, like straight down the road, and it wasn't no like it didn't turn to the left a bit, so the houses blocked it out. But the only thing that was like sort of cover was cars, and I didn't want them to see me, and they knew I went down that way because someone obviously little fucking grass told me that I went down that way, and I was sort of like hiding behind the cars, and I was looking under the car, and I saw him walking down. And then obviously he did see me, and I was like running, and he didn't sprint after me. He was sort of jogging, and so I did get away. I did get away eventually, and so I went home and I went indoors, and I'm like, oh crap! Like I thought this guy was gonna kill me, and I told my mum eventually. I was scared to say it, and my mum was like what? And then the next day, I had to go and apologize in front of the doorstep to the girl and say I'm sorry and stuff like that. So that was it was now I think about it, it was quite funny, but obviously obviously it does offend people, and like no like I mean the racial part wasn't funny, but the bit where the guy was chasing after me, like obviously you guys probably won't not think it's funny, but for me I still have that memory, and it was funny to me in a way. So that was probably the worst situation when I got into the most racist situation where I've got into. So yeah. So the guy that messaged me, he was just wondering. He's been racist. I don't know if he is a racist. I'm just saying he messaged me that he told me his situation, but he didn't want me to say it out loud to you guys, so I won't say it. And he wanted to know if I got into a situation like that. So that's my story. Guys, you can leave your stories. You don't have to leave it in the comments if you don't want to, but just personal message me if you don't want no one else to listen to it. That's probably the most worst situation I've got into. So the video's coming to an end, lucky enough. Or it has come to an end. So I hope you guys enjoyed actually, before the video ends, I've actually got a nice little clip at the end. It's a 33-0 this game, guys. So yeah, let's get to the clip that I wanted to add this clip in. to the end of the video. It's not. It's a Call of Duty clip, so you know. I don't get too many of these. Yes, it is a quad. I'm using 74U. Don't blame me. A nice little quad kill feed. I don't get too many quads, to be honest, and I just wanted to add it in. And I'll show it from the Fiat mode. You gotta love Fiat mode, man. You really gotta love Fiat mode. But lucky, my Fiat mode skills are not quite up to par, and I couldn't get the last guy in, or the other guy in. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it, please. It really does help me out a lot. And comment what you think of the video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.